Welcome back. Now, before we take a look at the day's business news, let's first take a look at the stock indices across the GCC. And in our top business story, Cayan Tower, the tallest twisted building in the world, was officially launched in Dubai Marina on Monday evening, formerly known as Infinity Tower. Cayan Real Estate Investment and Development Company launched the newly named 1 billion dirham 90-degree twisting tower, and 80% of the residential units have already been sold. Cayan Tower has been designed by Skidmore, Owings and Merrill, the masterminds behind the Burj Khalifa, and boasts 75 floors and 495 apartments, standing at 307 metres high. Cayan Real Estate Investment and Development Company has been in Dubai's real estate market since 2004, and its projects are estimated to be worth nearly 10 billion dirhams.
It is distinguished by itself. It is the highest twisted tower worldwide. It's received so many awards from international organizations as the most beautiful design architecturally. So it is distinguished by itself. For me, how I describe it as my baby. I love it. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of this achievement tonight. It's all residential units, but it has some commercial on the ground floor, which include restaurants, and will also on the 6th floor, it will include international spa.
Dubai's real GDP growth reached 4.4% in 2012, according to the latest data from Dubai Statistics Centre, higher than a previous forecast of 3.2% by Emirates NBD. According to the Emirates NBD Dubai 2012 GDP report, the main driver of growth last year was manufacturing, which expanded 13% year-on-year, up from 11.7% in 2011. Manufacturing now accounts for more than 15% of Dubai's economy, compared with 10.6% in 2007. Transport, storage and communication was the next star performer, growing 7.3% last year, up from 2.7% in 2011. Meanwhile, the restaurants and hotel sector saw the fastest growth last year at 16.9% year-on-year, up from 14.7% in 2011. The sector accounted for 4.5% of Dubai's economy in 2012, up from 3.3% in 2008. Real estate and business services showed the first expansion since 2008, with real growth of 1.7% last year. The report added that the bank retains its 2013 growth forecast of 3.9% for Dubai. This year, they expect continued expansion in the trade and hospitality sectors, as well as a continued recovery in real estate and business services. They also expect the construction sector to contribute positively to GDP growth for the first time since 2008, as recently announced projects get underway. The UK Department for Transport and the Abu Dhabi Department of Transport have signed an agreement to develop mutual cooperation in the field of transport, including road safety, parking and freight. A memorandum of understanding was signed between the two parties, which also looks to encourage business-to-business engagement between the two countries, as well as for trade and growth. Simon Burns, the UK Minister of State for Transport, was quoted as saying that the new agreement will improve the transport networks and prosperity for both countries, as well as help promote best practice. The chairman of the Abu Dhabi Department of Transport, Abdullah Rashid Al Otaiba, added that it also represents an opportunity for the Abu Dhabi Department of Transport to further engage with British expertise for transportation planning and development. With renewed car sales in the UAE and the region, the aftermarket is expected to see continued healthy growth. Demand is expected to rise up to 13% until 2017, especially for parts and accessories, as well as lubricants and batteries. Statistics estimate that the car parts and accessories industry in the UAE stands at $2 billion, while across the region it stands at $4.51 billion, according to experts. This is reflected in the significant number of exhibitors and participants at the 11th edition of Automechanika Dubai. Being the popular trade and re-export hub for the region, international and regional major players, market leaders and new entrants are featuring their products and services at the three-day event, dedicated to the automotive industry. Among the highlights of this year's event are tyres. With more than 1 billion tyres manufactured worldwide, the tyre market is forecast to see a revenue growth of 6.5% per year, according to a report by Fredonia. While this is all good for business, Bridgestone, one of the top capital generators, approximately worth $4.45 billion, says they are also keen in introducing their B solutions, with an aim to help consumers protect their tyres and investment.
Normally the customer doesn't use the full benefit of tires. Sometimes they have the punctures or some bad irregular wears. So many customers normally many problems. That's why this time we focus on how to solve the customer problem. That we call the B solution. That is not only just the tire, how to maintain the tires, how to manage the tires and the cost. That is our focus point of this time.
Recognising the growing demand, a Dubai-based company will launch on the 1st of July to cater to the growing need for car parts and accessories. According to PartsDirect.ae, they will offer products and services that will cut down the hassle often involved in procuring spare parts and accessories without incurring additional costs.
We do 4 types of products. We do genuine products, which is obviously, for example, direct from the manufacturer. We do pattern parts, which means it will fit your vehicle, made from a reputable source. We do aftermarket, which means it's a tuning component, aftermarket light, xenon, stuff like that, but still, again, with some sort of warranty. And we also do used parts as well, especially with the specialist cars like Sharjah Classic Car Market. They really have a requirement for exactly that make and model, and it's quite hard to get hold of, so we're specialising in that as well.
Aston Martin launched its new 4-door sports car in Dubai today, the Martin Rapide S, which is the most powerful 4-door Aston Martin has made to date. The launch was held at the Aston Martin showroom in Dubai, following an art gallery theme which showed 100 years of Aston Martin's legacy. The new luxury GT has been redesigned and re-engineered, with peak output jumping 17% from that of its predecessor, and a new 6-litre V12 engine which produces 550 brake horsepower. Officials stated that the UAE is a unique market for luxury car brands due to its dynamic customer base. Customers can place their orders through the Aston Martin showroom in downtown Dubai.
Well, the Rapide S is the most beautiful 4-door sports car in the world, as we call it. And the new Rapide S, really the strongest features, of course, the new engine, which is the new generation, 550 horsepower, 620 newton meters of torque, and 4.7 seconds from 0 to 100. It also has a bit of a rear deck lid, basically to enhance the performance aerodynamically. And the strongest feature is really the front grille, which is honed out of a one-piece by-hand aluminum, and really gives the car a very striking new front appearance. And of course, there's a couple of more detailed highlights, like the damping, the 3-stage damping from normal sports and track. I really foresee the car doing very well in the UAE. Compared to the rest of the MENA region, we are currently leading the sales, but don't forget we're only operational for 6 months. But I can proudly also say that we have a phenomenal announcement also to make today, that we are actually the leader worldwide as a dealership in terms of year-to-date sales. And I think that's an incredible achievement and a dedication of our hard work towards our customers and the brand.